got one of the Henches led. So Broberg way on the inside. Then right next to him, Robbie Malinowski. Hats off to Shearing for putting a number on the front so we can see who's who. Then next to him is, of course, Tremblay. Then you see Hibbert. Couple of more Skidoos as they work their way through. I believe that's Cody Thompson right there, the number 62 machine. As you see all of these guys that have lined up right in the middle of the 311, that's the number 8 qualifier, Renheim. It'll be interesting to see how he can do it. We had rumors that he was just flying up at QMP earlier this week while they were testing. It'll be interesting to see how they do here. Jackets coming off, the drivers taking off their warm-up coats, the mechanics giving the throttle that last few bursts to make sure that the plugs are clean, the cylinders are ready to go, the pipes are heated up. We're going to be going green here very, very shortly. They're told everybody back away, guys. Jim Madden says it's time to go racing. Well, tighten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. It's just about race time. Last race of the weekend at the Amsoil Duluth Nationals presented by Bully Dog. The Amsoil. On a very sugary base, and we're green. The Stud Boy Hole Shot Award again going to be awarded, and we'll know who that is very shortly. Out in front, is that my man, number 4?
Malinowski.
It is. Robbie Malinowski works out front early on. His teammate right behind him. Then it's Broberg that slots in the 3rd, and Hibbert, or that's Tremblay, in 4th. Hibbert back in 6th place.
Yeah, he's got some work cut out for him. Where's Martin at? He's still back there.
Martin moving up into 11th position. He's got his hands full. He's going to need to carefully move through this traffic, and he's already gotten by a couple of sleds. But let's go back up front, and look at that. Teammate's going to go bar to bar in the corner. Oh, let's swap a little paint.
Hello.
Could that be one of those Steve Shearing timeouts he talked about?
And that's the number 9 of Meese getting a little sideways coming before the finish here, and Broberg's still hanging in 3rd.
What a great race between two teammates. Down in the corner, we watched
Someone got loose here in the turn, and that is, who was that? Was that Broberg possibly?
It could have possibly been. I'm watching the monitor here as we go back up. It is still going to be Malinowski out front. That is a great battle as Malinowski doing battle with his teammate, Darren Meese, and now Tremblay up front.
All 3.
It's all an Amsoil U.S. Air Force top 3.
Watch Martin. He's in the 7th position, and he's moving up.
I know you've been keeping an eye on him, Mike. He's been kind of crafty out there and found some pretty good lines to get by some people.
And watch when he goes for the triple. I think that's going to be the difference. We've seen it thus far this weekend. The problem is when he's in the traffic, he can't always triple it every lap, so that might actually hurt him. That's true.
Yellow out down in the corner. That is one of the, where is that flag? Is that on the top side?
Of the hill.
One of the Arctic Cats having a problem, and it's Cody Thompson.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Thompson, they're trying to get his sled off the racetrack so they can race in that portion. Boy, tough break for the driver out of Nisswa. Came in 5th in points. This is going to take him out of the top 5 for sure. It'll be interesting to see where he ends up. But it's still Malinowski, Meese, and Tremblay. Could you think Shearing have the trifecta going here tonight?
It's early, but it's definitely possible. They've had a good weekend so far, so let's see. Broberg hanging well in 4th. 5th is Logan Christian. All of a sudden, he's on the gas. Martin, like Mike says, is moving up good. He's in 6th. Tugger Hibbert, a surprise, back in 8th. I thought he'd get going a little quicker.
Yeah, he's actually fallen back a little bit instead of moving forward. He was up into 6th place for a period of time. Now Emil Oman and Ross Martin have gotten by T-Train, and T-Train, as he indicated, sits in 8th place. Logan Christian is the highest placed Artie Cat at the present time in 6th position.
Now Martin gets by Logan Christian, so he's up to 5th. So, like Mike says, Ross is on it right now. Well, he's got some people in front of him, though. It's going to still take a huge effort by Ross Martin to get up in the top 3. Got a rider down in the 2nd turn. I'm not sure who that is.
And I think they pulled the yellow in. I think he got back underway. Let's watch him as they come back. This monitor shot here. Malinowski. he comes back across, and
how about Darren Meese in second?
Yeah, but you look at Malinowski. Malinowski finally got tired of this. He said, "You may be my teammate, but he's now put about 2.5 seconds between him and the other two AMSOIL sleds."
Good point. Tremblay hanging right there in third, right on Meese's tail. Broberg's still having a solid ride in fourth.
Robbie looking for lines. Tremblay trying now to work underneath. Nope, not quite close enough. Boy, he is really looking for an inside line to get underneath Meese, and Meese stumbles a little bit on the uphill. Tremblay made up some ground. Watch him as he comes back down underneath. Tremblay still not able to make up that distance, but that is a good battle between Darren Meese and Tim Tremblay.
Correct, for second and third.
Boy, we watched these two guys beat each other. While that's all happening, Malinowski just got a big smile on his face. Goes, "Hey, I'll tell you what, you guys go at it. We're going to just take and let these guys race behind me."
Yeah, Ross is up to fifth. He's on Broberg's tail. And still, Tucker Hibbert still in eighth.
So as Malinowski comes across, did you see that?
Yeah.
Meese looks over his shoulder and goes, "Uh-oh, I know this guy. We trained together. We know how each other rides, but he is right there."
Malinowski pulling away right now. He's got a 3.3 second lead over Meese and Tremblay, all three teammates out front.
And Robbie's starting to work his way into lap traffic, so he'll got his hands full here a little bit. Let's run through the entire order. Malinowski, your leader, then Meese, Tremblay, Justin Broberg, Ross Martin, Logan Christian in sixth, then it's Oman Hibbert in eighth, Ian Hayden, Allard, Ellis, Zach Patton, Crapo in 13th, Renheim, and Cody Thompson, who is off the track.
Yeah.
That Malinowski lead now at nearly 4 seconds, so it's almost, and if it was anybody but him, with all the experience, he knows what to do and what not to do. It's tough to pick anybody getting up and overtaking Robbie Malinowski right now.
And Malinowski's got the fastest lap out here, that second lapper on this racetrack at 21:122. Kind of keeping an eye on Ross's lap times. He ran a 23:325, so he's running about the same speeds as what Justin Broberg is. Not able really to make up any ground to move up in fourth and even try to challenge for a podium yet.
Tucker just got into, I believe that was a lapper, but they had some bumping issues down in that corner there, but Tucker's still in eighth.
There you see Martin on your screen right now as he just comes across the AMSOIL finish line, as he will work his way back down in the corner and try to, again, make up some ground as they go through the back part of the racetrack.
Broberg's pulling slightly away from him here, though.
Boy, and Logan Christian making a run as he took a hard charge at Ross Martin. There's Martin. That's Tucker, too. Tucker has worked his way back up.
Now he's moving. He's up to sixth.
Now we're going to have a battle between Martin and Hibbert. So Tremblay has been able to get around Derek Meese within the last couple of laps. And now Hibbert starting to work on Ross Martin.
Logan Christian was stalled out here on the front straightaway, so he's going to be dropping down through the ranks.
Unfortunately, he was able to get going again. He was right in a place where it could have been very treacherous for the other riders.
True.
You see on the screen that battle between Tucker Hibbert and Ross Martin, a couple of drivers that have gone tooth and nail a couple of times, many times, matter of fact. Tucker trying to get around some lappers so that he can take and make a run on Ross for that fifth position. Boy, Hibbert just about off track, took off a couple of tough blocks.
Yeah, some AMSOIL tough blocks threw him out towards the crowd.
Still out in front, Robbie Malinowski with about a 2.5 second lead over his teammate Tim Tremblay.
Malinowski's just cruising right now.
Meese has dropped off a little bit. He's about 4 seconds back. Broberg's still hanging in there, but Broberg's got some company with Tucker.
See that yellow flag waving for some lappers to get out of the way.
We got one down at the turn.
Looks like that was, I think that's Christian again.
Your leader just going across. Robbie Malinowski will pick him up going up the back part of the racetrack. There you see Tim Tremblay and the distance between first and second. Got to be about 10-12 sled lengths. 2.5 seconds.
Then the big gap between Meese and Martin from 3 to 4 is nearly 5 seconds.
Yeah, and Broberg has actually dropped off a little bit. He's back in 7th now.
Martin sitting in 4th place.
Oh, Martin got a little loose in that corner. Tucker's closing in.
Boy, he's pushing hard. We're just about done. 2 laps left to go. The white flag coming out. You know what? We talked about the fact, could Steve Shearing have the super team? Well, I think we're going to find out here in just a couple of seconds.
That's a statement, huh?
Yep, no doubt. White flag. Look at that here. Hibbert still taking a run on Ross Martin, trying to get that 4th place.
He tapped him there, too. Final lap.
Yeah, here you go.
Up the hill, guys. Ross had a little better drive up the hill.
And here is your winner, Robbie Malinowski.
2 for 2.
Doubling up this weekend with a big win. 2nd place is going to go to Tim Tremblay. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Steve Shearing has the trifecta.
Darren Meese rounding out the podium, the number 9. A great ride for him. Ross Martin barely held off Tucker Hibbert there at the finish for 4th.
Well, you know what? Do you think they're each going to thank their sponsors when they get to the podium? Man, I'll tell you what. Look at these guys.
They look like the three amigos over
They
there.
do. Shearing, I'm sure. Steve Shearing just doing backflips, I'm sure. And look at this. Jeremy Myers got a little bounce in his step as he comes across the racetrack, too. You can be sure he's plenty happy. Let's go through the entire order here. Robbie Malinowski takes the win. He, of course, won last night. He's got the repeat here in Duluth. Tremblay took 3rd place last night. Will take 2nd tonight. Meese on the podium, taking 3rd place. All of those guys from the same team. Ross Martin will take 4th place. 5th going to Tucker Hibbert. Emil Oman in 6th. Justin Broberg in 7th. And Ian Hayden and Dave Allard. 10th place, Logan Christian, Zach Patton, Derek Ellis, Colby Crapo, Adam Reinheim in 15th, 14th, and Cody Thompson. You know, I've seen a lot of things here at Duluth. I've seen teammates take 1st and 2nd. I've seen a lot of different things. What we've seen here, I have never witnessed before in snowcross racing. I really haven't.
That's a big statement, and I don't think any of us would have ever even thought. I mean, obviously, he thought that could happen, you know, picking those riders, and it does happen. Darren last night wasn't much of a factor. Comes back today.